Hi everyone, today we're going to look at changing this boring reflector that is here, you can see, to this brilliant fog reflector, indicator light, stop, does everything. Very easy installation. It's made by Bomely. It cost about £120 British and about $154, and I'm going to show you a step-by-step. So if it's your first time you've ever done this before, you watch this video right to the end. I'm going to show you how it works, what to do, and make sure you can get it right. I'm going to show you right now.
Mal's back talking Tesla. To see the enhancements made to my Tesla and how to update yours, please subscribe to the channel, and you can message me with suggestions or for help. It's new, it's improved, it's a Mal modification.
So the only bits you're going to need is some insulating tape. I'm using one of these to drill out the hole, but you can equally use just any old drill you've got and just widen it out. I'll show you that in a second. And you need a draw wire. What is a draw wire and how do you make one? I'm going to show you this like this very simply. And all you do to make a draw wire is you get a bit of mains flex, and this is what you do. So I'm going to get just a little piece of 2.5 flex. I'm going to use both sides of it because I need to use both. I'm going to pull the little earth out to the middle, like so, and then it will strip right the way forward. Just pull this right out like so. There you go. And now I've got effectively 2 draw wires, which is what we need to continue the job. The other thing I'm going to use is, you can get these spudgers that you can use, but I bought myself a little kit because it looks like I'm making a lot more mods than I thought I would. And this was only £27 and it's got everything I want. And it even gives you 200 bits of the catches that you might break when you take it apart. So you've got all of that too. So all good stuff, and I'm going to use that. I'll put a link in the description so that you'll be able to use everything, and then it'll help you. But the good thing is it's a hook, and I believe that that will be ideal for getting underneath. So the corner here and pulling it up enough for me to pull underneath it and remove the old one. What comes in the box? You get 2 of these, and you get this, which is your Y cable. So you take the old plug out, plug one into this, you plug the other one back into where the wire was taken out, and then you've got 2 wires here, and one will be your brake and one will be your return indicators. And on the unit you've got 2 wires, they're coded the same, so they plug in, end of job. Fantastic, that'll make that easy. Okay, that's out. So that was tight, got it out. So now that's removed, and don't forget, if you want to put them back, and you can, but even if you didn't want to use them again, you could always unplug the supply to it and just have the new ones in there not operating. They're still reflectors, so choice is yours. But now the next thing we need to do is, where I've taken that unit off, there is a center hole. Now this hole is used only for a guiding pin. It's nothing else really needed. So if you enlarge it to make the wires fit through, it will be no problem, because when you put the new unit on, it covers it anyway. If you put the old one back, you wouldn't see it anyway. So we're going to show you now what the next stage is. Let's have a look. See, they're not big enough to get them in. It'll be such a struggle to get that in. I'm going to widen that hole up. So I have a little reamer here, so I can just pick the gauge I want to use, and then it'll go through and widen the hole for me. And this hole won't matter because you won't see it when it's in. It'll be gone and covered, so that's okay too. And there we go. So next we're going to go into the boot at the top there where the light is. There's a little piece that we have to get out with the spudger. It's a little spigot, and we need to pull that out, and that'll allow us to get behind there, which will allow us then to get the new plug assembly plugged in, and also get to the vent at the bottom where we're going to feed out the draw wires like this. So there you have it. We're going to get a little spudger underneath that and remove it. It's very easy. This is the plug piece, you can see. It's only go in one way. And that's nice and tight. That's in tight. Before we go any further and get too much grief, we're going to plug in the unit to test it first, just to make sure before you rip off everything that it's exactly what you want it to look like, and then you're ready. Now you won't have mud flap here, so I'm going to take my mud flap off, and then I'm going to get to this underside here and pop it open and pull it out so I can get to the wiring here. A little tip for you: with a torch, shine it in the end that you're working at, leave it there, and then you can look through the hole and see where the angle is. And it's a very steep downward angle, so you need to go down and then out. And then once you do that, you can find it here. And it just sits out there nicely. But yeah, just shine your torch in here, then you've got an idea of where you're working to. Waiting tape. We're going to use 2 draw wires, otherwise you'd never get it through the bends. Now the vent at the bottom is very easy. You'll see with my torch here. It's quite big, so you can push the wire even with your draw wire and tape that with the original wires, and it'll all fit through. Then you just feed that through the end. You'll be able to get it at the other end, and then you'll be able to pull it through. Once you've done that, you'll be able to pull the wire out. You're ready to connect. So, we'll test it before we put everything in. That looks good. Okay, should the bigger end like that. Okay, so we're ready now to put back the trim that we took off. You just get this into here, just slide this out here, and that goes in. What I didn't show you was my good friend Shiva. He's also done this, how you get the trim apart. And what you do is you take out one of the little spigots underneath, which I've used where my mud flap is, and then you take that out, and then you can get behind it with either a spudger or a screwdriver like this, and you can get out, and then it allows you to get in and see where you're working to. And when you get to the driver's side, even though it's a bigger opening, there's a lot more going underneath it, and so you think, where's the wire going to come out? But as I say, it comes out right close to the wheel itself. And then once that's done, it's all ready to go. Brilliant. So that takes it out, and then we're going to re-enlarge the hole. Good idea to test it first, just to make sure before you rip off everything that it's exactly what you want it to look like, and then you're ready. The driver's side is much easier to get to. There's plenty of space there, so I should have no trouble getting my draw wire in. Mine's harder because in there I've got my power frunk, and I've got all the mechanism and stuff. I've got to get to the vent, so I'll find a way through that one. I'm just going to tie these two together so we can make a mess. Satisfying in. Right, everything is in now, so we're going to test it. I know you've been waiting to see what the outcome is and how it looks like and what goes on. And don't forget, I need you as a follower. If this video has been so helpful for you, along with my other videos of tips, I want you to be one of my followers. That will be wonderful. And all you need to do to become a follower is hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you'll get every new video when it comes out, and that's done. And if you could do that to help me, I would really appreciate that and love you forever. Brilliant. And we're going to now show you how it works, remembering that now when you open the car, it will flash the little lights at the bottom, a quick flash, and that's it. Then of course we're going to go left side, so you indicate left and you'll see that, and indicate right, and I think it looks great now because it gives you the arrow indication of where you're going to turn. And then people are going to ask me, aren't they, what does the hazards look like when you put the hazards on? So this is what happens when you put the hazards on. And now we're going to look at what happens when we reverse. So we're going to reverse it. And not only does it do that, it makes out it's totally unique. There isn't going to be that many of these cars that are going to have that done, and you'll be driving along and someone's going to go, a Tesla doing that indicator, wow. So that's good, and it looks really good. Now I find this another satisfying mod. Now you will find that when you're doing it and you're a bit worried about pulling that unit off to get the roll reflector, that it will break, don't worry about it, you're not going to use it again. Maybe I'm used to doing this stuff, so I didn't actually cover up the area. Maybe it would be a good idea for you if it's the first time, is get some decorating, you know, when you're going to working around painting, you put that on, you can then take it off just around the area. That will give you a protection so you can't damage it. And also the draw wire is the most handy thing. You need that, you can't not do that, and you will need to make a hole. Now my good friend Brian of I1 Tesla shows you on the Model Y, because it's slightly different. When you're making the hole on the 3, you can drill through and it's okay, you've got space. Model Y, it's like this. As you see from Brian doing the drilling, as he tilts it round, you can't go very far in because there's the steel behind it, and you have to come at an angle. You can still do it and it's fine. And also the other observation that I found is that the manufacturer, when they tell you, Bomely, they tell you that they show you a video of them taking it out through the light and running it out under the bumper. Very complicated procedure. I found as well that I didn't need to actually take half of the thing to get behind the unit, so I didn't need to take the bulb out. I just needed to get that one screw out. I could pull the trim out very easily on the left side. When it came to the driver's side, it was even easier. I didn't have to undo anything. I could just pull the trim out of the way and get in, and that was simple, so nothing to undo there. And it was a very easy installation. It was something that you will benefit by doing it, and it makes the car look outstanding. Anyway, until the next one, hope this video has been very helpful to you. Look forward to seeing you then, and don't forget how to enter that, and I will see you on the next one. Be seeing ya.
Thanks for watching, and do tell us in the comments section that you've subscribed, and we can then contact you if you're the winner when the prize is drawn.
Quack, quack, oops.